Now, live at 5, Minnesota leaders announce a $7.7 billion budget surplus, what it means for the state's economy. Plus,
find out why that even as temperatures get colder, experts say the Great Lakes are getting warmer.
And today marks 80 years since the attack on Pearl Harbor, how locals are honoring those who served.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Briggs LaSavage. Minnesota state leaders gave an updated budget forecast today, revealing a projected surplus of more than $7.7 billion.
CBS3's Natalie Grant has been following this record-breaking announcement for us today and has more on what officials say was the reasoning behind this major growth.
Briggs, Kristen, state leaders are calling this $7.7 billion surplus historic and the best Minnesota has ever seen as a state. Now, in today's update, officials credited a strong growth in income, consumer spending, and corporate profits for the extraordinary revenue growth. This surplus is a drastic change from the last budget update almost 1 year ago. That's when an anticipated $1.3 billion pandemic deficit swung to a $1.6 billion surplus because of the improving economy. Now, when it comes to what to do with this huge surplus, Republicans and Democrats are at odds. Republicans are calling for a corporate tax cuts to combat rising costs and inflation, while Democrats see this as an opportunity to invest in things like Social Security, education, and affordable health care. Governor Tim Walz sees this as a win for the state of Minnesota as it continues to recover from the economic damage caused by the pandemic.
This is what responsible policies look like. This is what happens when you invest in people. And I will say it again, the false analogy that you needed to choose between protecting and lowering the death rates amongst your citizens and protecting your economy has now been proven that that was a fallacy.
Now, this projected growth will also be used to fully replenish the state's rainy day fund, which was drained back in 2010 and used for other emergencies over the course of the pandemic. Now, Briggs, it's important to note there are a number of risks still involved with this projection. State economists say that these numbers are dependent on things like inflation and supply chain issues leveling out over the next 2 years, and the pandemic starting to subside as well.
Certainly something we will continue to keep our eye on. Thanks, Natalie.
And with this surplus now in the hands of state lawmakers, they are speaking out about how to spend it. House Majority Leader Ryan Winkler, a Democrat, released a statement today saying the surplus shows Democratic policies work and helping workers, families, and small businesses grows the economy. He vowed not to go back to what he called failed Republican policies favoring the rich.
Meanwhile, on the Republican side, House Minority Leader Kurt Daudt said in a statement today the record-setting surplus is an opportunity to make Minnesotans' lives more affordable while stopping Democrats from raising taxes on struggling businesses. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll hear from Northland leaders about what they are hoping will come from this money.
Law enforcement is asking for the public's help finding a man missing since late last month. The St. Louis County Sheriff's Office received a report yesterday of a missing Grand Lake Township man. 60-year-old William Terry has not been seen since November 27th. Deputies searched his home and property today, and crews conducted an extensive search in the area around Mungershaw Road, where Terry lives. They didn't find him. He's white, 6 foot 1 inches tall, 205 pounds, with shoulder-length brown hair and a beard. If you know where he is, you're asked to call 911.
While temperatures are beginning to drop into the bitter cold, experts say the Great Lakes are actually getting warmer, and they have been for years.
CBS3's Abigail Smith shares what impacts warmer lakes can have on both ecosystems and humans.
The Natural Resources Research Institute in Duluth says alarming data shows the Great Lakes are rapidly warming and has been since the beginning of the 19th century, potentially changing life inside of these waters. Lucinda Johnson, Director of Research at NRRI, says warmer air temperatures globally have created higher water temperatures. She says climate is changing more quickly in this area of Minnesota than anywhere else in the United States.
Research shows that the average rate of warming lakes across the globe is by roughly 0.34 degrees Celsius within a decade. The data shows Lake Superior is heating up just as much, only 3 times faster. Johnson says location has a lot to do with that, being that Minnesota is in the middle of the continent and far north. She says their data shows water temps are now increasing faster than air temperatures, and that's concerning. The warming creates a habitat for the growth of invasive species like zebra mussels and can threaten tiny critters that live inside the lakes.
The impacts can be quite dramatic and wide-ranging, even though the temperature differences are very small.
She says coastal communities are especially vulnerable to changes in the Great Lakes. Johnson notes that any changes within the Great Lakes can impact the food chain and could have huge impacts on humans, though she states experts aren't sure how severe those changes could be just yet. Johnson says the main thing we as humans can do is be more sustainable, both personally and as a community. She says that will help minimize the impact of climate change, adding that any small change is significant.
Thank you, Abby. Though the Great Lakes have been increasing in temperature, it's important to note that they are still very cold during the winter months. Coming up at 6, we'll hear how the latest climate change could create ecosystem shifts, potentially forcing environments to adapt.
Meteorologist Peter Kavakowskis joins us now for a first check of the weather. Peter, call me crazy, but it felt kind of warm outside today compared to yesterday.
Yeah, you know, we definitely saw a swing up in the temperature department, but last night was still definitely cold. Take a look at some of those low temperatures across the region. Close to 20 below across the 12. So you can see -7 on top of the hill at Duluth International, 2 below closer to the lake, as well as 11 below in Grand Rapids, as well as Big Fork, 11 below in Orr, as well as 16 below in International Falls. But we were able to warm things up throughout the day today and climb into the single digits as well as teens above zero. And currently for us here in Duluth, we are sitting at 8 above with those mostly clear skies overhead and that west-southwest wind in place between 5 and 10 miles per hour. And as you can tell, we have those clear skies overhead, but those are going to actually change throughout the night tonight, giving way to partly to mostly cloudy skies, and that helps to keep us a little bit warmer. Temperatures across the region now all of us are sitting above zero, and that will be the case throughout the night tonight. Most of us cooling back into those single digits above zero, thanks to those clouds being on the increase and acting as a little bit of insulation. But after this cold, we're tracking a little bit more snow in the extended forecast. Break it down coming up in just a bit, guys.
Thanks, Peter. As the Omicron variant spreads to more states, New York City is announcing a new vaccine mandate for all workers in the private sector.
The White House COVID-19 response team is hoping to have answers to key questions about the new variant soon. Naomi Ruckham reports.
With Omicron now detected in at least 20 states, the CDC is closely following cases in South Africa to see how the new COVID variant might spread in the U.S.
It appears that with the cases that are seen, we are not seeing a very severe profile of disease. In fact, it might be, and I underscore might, be less severe.
Currently, more than 99% of COVID-19 cases in the U.S. are the Delta variant, according to the CDC.
We have months of study on Delta, and all of those data demonstrate that vaccines work.
In New York City, Mayor Bill de Blasio has announced what may be the nation's strictest vaccine mandate yet, giving all private companies until December 27th to make sure all employees are vaccinated. And children age 5 and up must show proof of at least 1 shot for indoor dining, fitness, and entertainment.
This is how we put health and safety first.
The private sector mandate applies to 184,000 businesses across the city, and reaction here in New York is mixed.
I feel like that customers that's coming here spending, good money, and they want to know the status of the people who's serving them.
To bar children from entering our establishment is ludicrous. It's probably going to cause a 20% to 30% reduction.
Meantime, there is progress in the fight against the virus. Both Merck and Pfizer are eyeing the end of the year for emergency use authorization of their COVID-19 treatment pills. An FDA advisory panel recommended Merck's and will soon review Pfizer's. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
New York workers in the private sector will be able to seek religious or medical exemptions from the mandated vaccine as they apply.
Still to come on Live at 5, we'll bring you up to date on an important change to the city of Biwabik's infrastructure. City by City is next.
If you have been financially affected by the COVID pandemic, then this message is for you. Are you among the many folks who have lost their jobs, or if you've been furloughed or working from home at a reduced pay? Keeping up with your bills is not an easy task under these circumstances. If you have credit card debt and cannot make your monthly payments, we at Debt Fix Pros can help. Give us a call at 1-800-804-9036 to see how we can reduce your interest rates and lower your monthly payments. You need to protect credit now more than ever, and we can help you find a solution that fits your needs. We, your friends at Debt Fix Pros, are here to help. Let us take care of your debt so you can focus on what is really important. Give us a call at 1-800-804-9036. 1-800-804-9036 now. If you are struggling with credit card debt, we can help. The call and consultation are free. Call 1-800-804-9036 now to get out of debt.
Face the changing seasons with a smile with a new pair of shoes or boots from Bender Shoes. We've got fun fall fashions, and don't wait until the snow flies to get your warm winter boots. Comfort, style, and warmth like no other. Bender Shoes. We're located in Grand Rapids, Hibbing, and Duluth.
What better time to remodel your bathroom than when it's cold and wintry out? Menards has all the bathroom vanities and tops to transform your bathroom. We have vanities and tops from trusted brands like Tuscany, Magic Woods, and Dakota. Want a custom vanity top? No problem. Riverstone Quartz has many stunning options. With savings this good, you won't want to miss our vanity sales event. Come into Menards today and get a beautiful new vanity.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Duluth Stove and Fireplace offers a full line of Finleo sauna rooms, sauna heaters, and sauna accessories. Visit us online at DuluthStove.com or come see us at Duluth Stove and Fireplace at 27th Avenue West and Michigan Street and see your next sauna.
Stay connected to Live Local CBS3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's some footage from this morning of that gorgeous layer of sea smoke we saw in our region for the past couple of days now. Lake Superior may be pretty cold, but the air has been much colder. And the cold air meeting the relatively warm water is what causes that smoky effect on the surface of the lake. Peter will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes. But first, Kristen will give us a look around the region.
The season of giving is looking a lot like the season of competition in the Quad Cities and on the Iron Range. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland city by city. We start off tonight in Biwabik, where officials have announced they are making crucial improvements to the city's water supply. The city will switch over from the Canton Pit to the Embarrass Pit, providing service to the entire water system. Biwabik officials are working hand in hand with the Minnesota Department of Health to ensure the safety of this new source of drinking water, and they say the two pits have a very similar level of quality, so residents should not notice the change in the water. Next, we head to the Quad Cities for yet another curling fun spiel, a Northland holiday and winter staple. This year marks the 12th year of the annual Gary Carlson Memorial Fun Spiel, hosted by the Laurentian Chamber of Commerce. The curling teams are fully booked, but if you'd like to see the 26 talented teams face off for 8 non-stop hours of curling action, then the Curl Masabi Club in Eveleth is the place to be this Friday. The event runs from 8 to 4. And we wrap up tonight in Hibbing, Minnesota. Though the Christmas Lighting Challenge doesn't extend up to the Iron Range, Hibbing is putting on a holiday decorating contest of their own. The contest is called Lighting the Town That Moved and is hosted by the Hibbing Area Chamber of Commerce and Hibbing Public Utilities. If you're in the area and your holiday light display is the talk of the town, you can submit your work of art at the link on our website. Applications are due on the 12th of this month, and a winner will be announced in 2 categories, residential and business. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland city by city.
Still to come on Live at 5, despite the sub-zero temperatures, the Duluth community came together to show their respect for a tragic day in our nation's history. Stay with us.
And yesterday we were below zero for most. Today above zero. By tomorrow in the teens and 20s, and by Thursday possibly the 30s. We'll have a closer look at that extended forecast here in just a bit.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
At Play It Again Sports, we have the largest selection of new and used hockey equipment in the area, along with a huge selection of hockey sticks, apparel, and cross-country skis.
Trade in, trade up, and save.
It's cold outside. Northwest Outlet is ready with fresh new inventory to keep you warm this winter from Carhartt. Men and women know when they shop Northwest Outlet for Carhartt, they know their stuff. They carry more styles, more sizes, more colors, and more flame-retardant Carhartt than anyone in the Northland. Jackets, jeans, shirts, gloves, bibs, hats, belts, socks, and sweats. We've got them all. Check Northwest Outlet's gigantic selection of long underwear, along with Carhartt work boots, rugged but comfortable. Northwest Outlet, home of Carhartt Superior.
I'm telling you, you should open a business.
I wouldn't know where to begin.
I've got an idea.
I hope you like it.
I love it. Just one question. What's that?
It's a chair. New plan. You make the furniture, I make the ideas, NBC makes them happen.
That was always the plan.
Bring us your best ideas. National Bank of Commerce. We make more possible.
For household projects, you'll always find a wide selection of paint, tools, and everything else you need to get the job done. Locally owned Miners Ace Hardware, located in Superior, off the Bong Bridge, next to Super One Foods.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day. Join me, Kristen Vaki, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining.
Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Vaki every Tuesday at 10. Only on live local CBS3. And now, your WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Peter Kevitkauskas.
12 degrees was today's high at Duluth International, so definitely still well below average. Average high for this time of year is sitting at 27 degrees. But there is some good news as we head through the rest of this week. We'll slowly begin to see temperatures warm back up into average category as well as above average by the time we get to around Thursday and Friday. Currently for us here in Duluth, we're sitting at 8 degrees with mostly clear skies overhead and that west-southwest wind in place between 5 and 10 miles per hour. And that's generally what we're seeing across the region right now. Temperatures across the region, all of us are sitting in the single digits above zero, so that's definitely good progress from where we were last night. All of us last night at this time were sitting well below zero, so a little bit of good news, and we have seen the winds begin to diminish as well. Right now, still dealing with a westerly or southerly wind in place between 5 and 10 miles per hour, which means there still is a little bit of a wind chill factor out there, but it's not nearly as bad as we were talking about last night. Last night at this time, we were talking about wind chills that felt like 10 to 15 degrees below zero. Right now, it feels like 3 below, though, in Duluth International, as well as 2 below up in Grand Marais, 6 below right now in International Falls for the Real Fuel, as well as 3 below right now in Baudette. And that's generally the trend as we head through the rest of the night tonight. We'll see the winds begin to diminish even more, and temperatures are nice and mild compared to what we saw last night. Last night, around 11 o'clock, Hibbing dipped down to about 20 degrees below zero. We're definitely not dealing with that tonight. They're probably going to be sitting right about 10 degrees above zero for the night tonight. And forecast for tonight shows partly to mostly cloudy skies overhead, and those clouds kind of act as a little bit of insulation, a blanket of sorts, and help to keep us warmer throughout the night tonight. As we head towards tomorrow, partly to mostly sunny skies prevail. Once again, temperatures climbing into the upper teens as well as lower 20s, so even a tad warmer than we were for today. And that trend just continues as we head towards Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday night clouds again are on the increase, and it keeps us warm once again. Temperatures only falling back into the upper teens as well as lower 20s, and that shapes up for a warmer day as we head towards Thursday. Thursday also brings our next shot at snow. Right now, it looks like most of the snow is over towards northwest Wisconsin, as well as the Arrowhead region, also towards the UP of Michigan. And it's still something we'll be keeping an eye on as we head through the rest of this week and towards Thursday. At this point, it looks like it could possibly drop in an inch or two, but it's something that we'll definitely be keeping an eye on over the next few hours and towards the day tomorrow. But then that also knows the temperatures are rather mild, upper 20s as well as lower 30s prevailing, so definitely warmer temperatures coming our way. But first for the night tonight, still a rather cool night, temperatures falling back into the single digits, both above and below zero, but we're not dealing with the teens below zero or 20 below zero, quite like we were last night, with partly to mostly cloudy skies overhead. Highs for tomorrow climbing into the upper teens as well as lower 20s across the region, with partly to mostly sunny skies overhead. And here's how that 7-day forecast shapes up. So we head towards Thursday. That's when the next snow threat begins to come around. And you'll notice the temperatures are still gradually climbing into the upper 20s as well as lower 30s. So there's some light at the end of the tunnel there. So good news heading our way.
Thank you very much, Peter. Well, Hawaii is a long way from Duluth, but Northlanders didn't let below zero temperatures keep them from honoring the 80th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor. Nearly 50 people braved the cold outside the deck for the VFW's annual ceremony. It marks America's entry into World War II on December 7th of 1941. Judge Dale Harris, a Navy veteran, was the keynote speaker at today's gathering. After a rifle salute, a wreath was placed in the bay. Our meteorologist Dave Anderson was also at today's event to represent the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary.
COVID cases are climbing in Bayfield County, especially among younger kids. According to county health officials, 370 people have tested positive since November 1st. 38% of those cases are among people 19 years and younger. The county also reported 5 new deaths last month, bringing the death toll to 30. They say clinics and hospitals are filling up and they're running out of ICU space. They're asking for everyone's help to limit the spread over the holidays, including getting vaccinated, masking up, and social distancing.
And happening right now, firefighters are on scene at the Duluth 10 movie theater near the deck here in Canal Park. Crews say a sprinkler system in the front of that building burst. This is some video from inside that theater just within the last hour. Water appears to be coming from the ceiling and the light fixtures outdoors. The theater has been evacuated. Officials say the theater is closed for the time being until that sprinkler system is able to be restored. No word yet on how much damage was caused, and we'll bring you updates when they come in.
Still to come, a high-stakes situation overseas. We'll hear about 2 European countries on the brink of war right after the break.
Black Bear Casino Resort invites you to treat yourself for the holidays. Saturdays, December 4th through the 18th, 3 lucky winners will be chosen from 6 to 9 p.m. each hour for your chance at a cash gift up to $2,500. Then join us on Saturday, December 25th for our grand prize night, where 4 winners will be chosen from 6 to 9 p.m. each hour for a chance at a cash gift up to $10,000. Earn entries starting November 28th, and for more information, visit blackbearcasinoresort.com. Make the Bear your place to treat yourself.
Reliable starts here at Interstate Battery in Superior, Wisconsin. Shop our wide variety of car, AAA, phone, key, and sealed lead-acid batteries. Find the right battery right away with the help of our expert staff. Visit us today at 426 John Avenue in Superior.
At Prime Appliance, you don't have to shop early to enjoy huge savings because our Black November sale continues through the end of December. Shop normal store hours until the end of December and get great savings on refrigerators like these. Get a GE 22 cubic foot in black, just $8.96. Or a Whirlpool stainless steel 18 cubic foot, just $7.98. Financing always available. Take it home today or set up delivery. Prime Appliance, it's the best place to buy your appliances. Let us prove it to you.
We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
Hello.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
Ask J3 Insurance in Duluth if auto owners make sense for you.
Hey Bulldog fans, it only happens once a year. The annual holiday sale at UMD stores. Save 25% on the entire stock of UMD wear and gifts for Bulldog fans of all ages. December 8th through the 12th. Gift cards are always the right size, and for a limited time, receive a holiday bonus card with each $50 UMD stores gift card purchase. Visit us on the UMD campus, open weekdays and weekends, or shop online anytime at umdstores.com.
Do you experience neck pain or suffer from chronic headaches? Northland Anesthesia Associates offers pain injections for these trouble areas. NAA provides a customized treatment plan to achieve the best outcome and highest patient satisfaction. Call today for the relief you deserve.
Blue Cross made it easy to find a plan that fits my needs.
If you're looking for a Medicare plan, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Minnesota can help you understand your Medicare benefits and choices with this free guide.
The guide helped me understand what Medicare does and doesn't cover, and how I could add coverage if I wanted to.
With 96% of Minnesota doctors and hospitals in the Blue Cross network, plus a broad selection of affordable Medicare plans developed for Minnesotans by Minnesotans. It's no wonder nearly half of all Minnesota seniors has a Blue Cross Medicare plan. From Bemidji to Blue Earth, Twin Cities to Two Harbors, Blue Cross has you covered.
I get to keep my doctor, and I'm saving money. Can't beat that.
Go online or call the number on your screen now for your free Medicare decision guide from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Minnesota. You and Blue, because together is better.
President Biden held a high-stakes video call with Russian President Vladimir Putin this morning.
Natalie Brand is at the White House with details about what the two discussed, including how the U.S. could potentially respond if Russia invades Ukraine.
Good to see you again.
President Biden spent around 2 hours talking with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The White House says he made his position clear.
President Biden was direct and straightforward with President Putin, as he always is. He reiterated America's support for Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity.
U.S. intelligence has warned of a possible Russian invasion of Ukraine as soon as January, with 90,000 Russian troops gathered at the border, a move Russia also took in 2014 prior to invading Ukraine's Crimean Peninsula.
President Biden looked President Putin in the eye and told him today that things we did not do in 2014, we are prepared to do now.
The White House says President Biden made clear that the U.S. and allies would respond with strong economic and other measures if there's military escalation. The president has also been in contact with European allies to talk about a coordinated approach.
We have made clear to Moscow that we will respond resolutely, including with a range of what we have called high-impact economic measures that we've refrained from using in the past.
The U.S. says it will continue to supply support to Ukraine's military as well as NATO allies in Eastern Europe. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said both leaders agreed that their teams would continue to have conversations.
We've got a packed broadcast for you tonight, live from Los Angeles tonight. President Biden's warning to Vladimir Putin, the consequences the president says Russia will suffer if his aggression against Ukraine continues. Plus, by 1 in 5 military families is experiencing hunger right here in America. The Pentagon responds to our reporting and the latest on your generous donations. And Pearl Harbor, we remember America's heroes 80 years later. The CBS Evening News is just minutes away.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. From value-priced softeners to the world's best and even salt-free. No one has more solutions than Culligan to customize the best filtration for your home. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
At this most magical time of year, we at Reliable Insurance would like to wish you all a Merry Christmas and remind you that Reliable Insurance and our staff are here for all of your insurance needs. On behalf of Reliable Insurance Agency, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our customers and wish all of you a prosperous year to come. From our Reliable family to yours, have a very happy and safe holiday season.
Reliable Insurance Agency. We're true to our name.
What do you get when you add care from Essentia Health and coverage from UCare? Essentia Care, now available for a more affordable price. Essentia Care's Medicare Advantage plans have premiums that start at $0 per month in select counties. You'll be able to see your Essentia Health provider at our 14 hospitals and 72 clinics. Plus, Essentia Care plans allow you the freedom to see any provider who accepts Medicare. Compare and shop plans at ucare.org/EssentiaCare.
Hi, I'm John. The Miners National Bank has proudly served our area for 115 years. We are locally owned and our deposits are reinvested right here at home for the benefit of our area. Come and see us. We're here to help. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Face the changing seasons with a smile with a new pair of shoes or boots from Bender Shoes. We've got fun fall fashions, and don't wait until the snow flies to get your warm winter boots. Comfort, style, and warmth like no other. Bender Shoes. We're located in Grand Rapids, Hibbing, and Duluth.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app. Stay connected to live local CBS3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Tuesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6.
Tonight at 5, we gained an important update regarding the state of Minnesota's budget projection. After seeing a budget deficit of more than $1 billion due to the pandemic, the state now has a $7.7 billion surplus. We'll hear from Northland leaders at 6.
And also coming up tonight at 6, we'll hear about how this surplus could potentially benefit a local establishment, as a tour of the deck today revealed upgrades are in dire need. Some of the convention center's pipes and pieces of the air system have been in use since they were built in 1966. We'll have all of those details tonight at 6.
That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next.
We hope to see you back here at 6 o'clock.